Today we are brewing some beer. Hello guys, here is Bier from DiceTuga, and today we are going to be doing an overview of Bier Pioniere, a game by Spielfebel and designed by Thomas Spitzer. I don't know if that's the right pronunciation, so I'm very sorry. This is a 2 to 4 player game, and it's quite of a long game. This is at 4 players, which is the game that I played with my friends. It took around 3 hours for us to get to the end. This is a game that was released in Spiel, and I look at it, but everything is in German. There is no other translation. It's going to be a German game. The cards are in German. The board, the little text, which is very little, you guys will see, that is on the board is in German, and they really told us that there would be no translation. I also look at the board, I look at the presents on the table, I was like, this seems a complex game, and on top of that, it will be only in German. That's not for me. Until I played in my gaming group and really enjoyed this game, and immediately bought a copy for myself, which is why I wanted to do this overview, and by the end I will also let you know about my thoughts about the game. Without further ado, let's just jump into the overview and then to the review. For those who follow me already, you know how it is my overview videos. I will be doing kind of a simulation here of a 3-player game. I will not really explain the rules. I will explain some things along the way as soon as I start doing it. I will explain some of what we see here on the board, but this is not a rule detail video. The rule book has 30 pages, and that might seem a lot, but and actually I got a bit scared, but to be honest with you, everything makes so much sense, and so doesn't really, the rules make sense, everything is well explained, there is some examples, and I didn't have to check the rule book while I was playing the first time, more than 0. I didn't check it at all. The iconography speaks for itself. You just really need a refresh with the rulebook, and then you are good to go. By the way, I should do a little introduction about the game. Basically, we are in the 1850s, so we are brewmasters. We are going to be brewing beer. We will have to put them in these wooden things, coops, I don't know how you call it, and then we are going to be transferring those wooden things to our cellar, and then we will have contracts so that we can sell those beers that we brewed and get victory points. That's basically it. We are just producing beer and selling it. Of course, along the way, we will have to improve our infrastructure that we see here on the individual player boards. And by doing that, we are just going to be taking out some of these black triangles, adding extra sections here on the side, and liberating some space here in the cellar so that we can place more beer and more barrels. Barrels, that's the name, Barrel Rider. Yes, so what we see here, the game will have rounds, and the first player that reaches to 20 victory points will trigger the end of the game. Doesn't mean that he won, but it will trigger, so every player will have still a turn. But in each round there's basically 2 phases. There's the action phase and the end of the round phase. In the action phase, you'll have different locations where you can place your meeples, because this is a worker placement game. And the different phases we see here, for example, the main board, so you see 1 to 7. These are locations where you can place your workers, and you will be doing the actions that are represented on the right of each location. Then you have also the truck action, the truck locations, because each player has a truck meeple that we can use to place on the different locations, and you can also do actions with that. Then we have the turn order track. You might decide at some point to come here and place one of your meeples that are here in one of these locations to define the turn order for the next round. By placing here, you also get a bonus that are underneath of each of those positions. As you can see, there's a gray truck and a gray two-value meeple. They call it marked meeple, which can give you extra workers for you to place in other action locations. But by coming here, you can already see that you'll be the last one on the next round. So there's a little bit of strategy. Do you want to be the first? Do you mind to be the last? Because being the first might be interesting to come to locations where you can get high value for the position where you put your worker. Then we talk about this one, this one, this one, and finally we also have this one here, that when we liberate these positions, you can also place this unmarked worker in any of these spots by doing the action that are in it. So for now, they are all blocked, and those are things that you can unlock, for example, by coming here or with cards that will allow you to unlock those locations. You will also be able to upgrade your infrastructure by playing in different locations or by having the right cards that will allow you to take out this destroy this, so that you can have the type of beer that is underneath and you can start brewing those beers. Why would you want to brew more beers? Because you will have cards that ask you to fulfill that contract and gives you victory points. So it's also interesting. You'll see that some locations here are blocked because we are playing a 3-player game. If it would be a 4-player game, everything would be free and we could place it anywhere. Then we have also here contracts. The contracts is something that as soon as, not as soon, but when we are able, we will achieve them. And when it's our turn, we can declare, I was able to achieve this goal. And so in order for you to mark that you achieved that goal, you need to take one of these smaller workers and place it here. But be careful, because these workers will be here for the entirety of the game. And why these smaller workers are important? Because here we have, for example, a tagged worker with number 2. Oops. And if I come here, which I have 4, and I place my number 2, that makes 6. Every time you have 6 or more total value with the value that is on the board plus your worker, you get to do a bonus action. Where are those bonus actions? Here. And so I would be able to place one of my smaller workers and select any of this bonus that is here. I only get access to this bonus here when I'm going to be playing cards. You'll see that some cards have this icon of the lamp. This, as soon as I have 2 lamps in my pile of cards that I played, so we will be playing here like this, for example, at some point I'll be able to get another lamp. Once I get those lamps, those 2 lamps here, I will be able to place smaller workers as well here, and then I can trigger those bonus actions. Then here on the side you have the end of the round phase, which tells, these are kind of the steps that you need to follow. So first, every beer that we are currently brewing, so for example, if I would have here the alt on position 5, I would be able to turn it once. So I would just it's actually the time that you spent on brewing, so it's the time passing, so I will be able to increase by 1. But if I had here a smaller worker that I would have to sacrifice, and I would place it here for the entirety of the game, I would be able to turn 1 plus 1, so I would be able to turn it twice. Can be interesting, but you'd be losing one of these smaller workers. Then we are going to retrieve all the workers and the truck that we have on the board. We are going to be defining the new turn order based on the positions of the meeples here. If some of the players decided to upgrade their worker, so what is upgrading a worker is, for example, I decide I want to upgrade a 2 into a 3, why would I do that? Because it could be interesting. If I play here a 3, I get 6. I can do bonus actions again. So if I could decide to, okay, I want to, at the end of the round, I want to be able to upgrade one of my meeples. So I would be placing here during the round, and at the end of the round, I would just say, okay, I can upgrade one of my meeples. Then we are going to remove the leftmost card and push everything to the left and draft a new one. And we will be able also to increase our income if our disc came to 1 or 2. For example, there is certain things in cards maybe, or here, that when you pass this limit, you will be able to increase once your disc on the income track. So once you get to 2, every end of the round you get 2 coins. And money is tight, is very important. So do not forget that. And so those are basically the main rules. I will explain you a little bit of the actions that are here when I start to play, but that's basically it. One thing that I want to talk about is each player gets the first one card at the beginning of the game to define which turn order he has, but then they also get starter cards, and after those starter cards we can always go collect new cards. But these cards have 3 different sections. We have a green, a white, and a purple. The green it's going to be played in order for the cards to look like this. You see, so this will, at a certain point, this will create some kind of chain reaction on different things that you might have. So, for example, here it will allow me to turn the disc here more than once if I have a lot of these icons here. I can put down from my coop, I think it's called coop, to my cellar as many barrels that are shown here. I can get from the common pool this number of barrels and put it here. Or the lamps will contribute for me to be able to come here and for end of the game bonus. Then you have also here, it's an immediate reaction that you get. So, for example, here, if I would play this card for the green part, I would get immediately 1 coin. Then we have the white part that can be something that can be happen immediately. So you do this and something happens. Or you could have, I don't have an example like this one, that you have a white part, but you see that the white part and the figure, they are together, which means that you could place this card here, and each time you brew alt, take 1 coin. So each time you do something specific, you get something back. And this card can get out of here and another one can come here. So this is very interesting as well. And we have the purple area, which are the contracts. As you can see here, if I would be able to produce export and Stark, I would have to get rid of 2 barrels because it's 2 beers, 2 barrels, because I need to put those 2 beers on those 2 barrels. I would get 5 points. And if on top of that, if I would have one of these extras, which is the truck fleet, I would get 1 coin here. So these are all the different smaller details that you'll catch up during the playthrough. And by the way, this is the barrel depot, not the coop. I don't know where I saw coop. Maybe coop is this, I don't know. But this is the barrel depot and this is the cellar. So basically, thematically, they would sell the beer on their own barrels, and those barrels would have to come back, they would have to wash them and fill it in with other type of beer or with the same. So that kind of is like, okay, here we have the storage of the barrels, and then those barrels will have to come to the cellar so that when we have beers here, they will go into the barrel and we can get rid of it. So that's the thematic behind it. So who is the first player? Red is the first player. So red is here, and I will look at my cards. So here we have These cards, here I have a contract that if I fulfill, I get 2 coins and 2 victory points. Or if I use the white part, I can perform once a purple action or a green action. That can be interesting. I have another contract here, and here is the part where I have a green card that has 2 icons and an immediate bonus. Let me see. If I go for a contract, I go for the biggest one, and this is 5 points. So it means I would have to get Stark and Weizen. And both, as you can see, Weizen and Stark, they are both blocked by black triangles. Of course, the other players, they don't know which cards you have, so it's hidden. But here, since we are simulating, I know all the cards, right? I will probably, well, definitely I will take one of my guys. And since I'm the first one and I have a number 2 here, I want to take advantage of the bonus. The only one that I can get bonus from now, since all of these are 3 plus 2, 5, I need a 4. And the only one that has 4 is this one. Which action is this? This is the brewing action. So I will be able to start brewing some beer. What doesn't mean these numbers here? It depends on where I'm placed here on top. If I would be placed, for example, here, I could brew 3 beers at the same time. I could start brewing 3 beers at the same time. Nonetheless, since all the space are blocked still, I can only brew alt. So that would be pointless. So for me, it doesn't matter. I'm going to brew only 1. So I am going to put here 4 plus 2, 6, but we'll get there. And I will place here alt. When you place your wooden marker here, we place it always turned to the top for the biggest number, in which case here it's 3. Then on top of this, we'll have to add the number that is marked here. So we have plus 3, plus 2, plus 2, plus 1, plus 0. The more you are here in front, the faster you'll be able to brew the beer. So in this case, it's 3 plus 3 because my cube is still here. Then I need to go to 6. So it will take some time for my beer to brew. On top of that, since 4 plus 2 equals 6, I get to do one bonus. And don't forget, you can do it, you can come here and place it. They are not stuck for the entirety of the game. At the end of the round, you recover them. They are only stuck for the entirety of the game if you place them here or here on the objectives. As you can see here on the pool, we still have 2 more smaller ones that we can somehow get afterwards. So I place my worker here and then I can decide which of these actions I want to play. So let me check. I don't care about money yet. I could do the play a green area card. And if I would do that, for example, for this one, I would get immediately a lamp and I would be able to turn one of my beers once. So here. And as an immediate reaction, I would be able to collect 1 card from the market or from the top of the pile, plus turn twice the dial here. And that's what I'm going to do. I am going to play one of my cards. So in order to play the green card, we have this one that was the base one, and I'm going to place this one on top by doing this. So at the moment, I cannot turn 1 for this one. This is when I'm able to trigger the chain reaction, I'll be able to do this, so turn 3. But at the moment, I can take 1 card and turn twice. So let's do that. I will take 1 card. Well, this one seems good to me because it says each time you brew alt only, which is what I'm doing, take 1 coin. I cannot, of course, place it yet there. I need to play the white card, the white card part in order to be able to put it there. So this one comes here And I also get to turn this twice, so once, two. There you go. One turn is done for the red player. Then the next player in the turn order is blue. So blue is going to play. Let's check the cards of blue. He has here some contract and some nice green area. Here as well, it's pretty much the same, but this one he gets immediately a barrel. It's not really what I needed at the moment, but this one I get to turn twice. Let's see the contracts. So here I would need export and lager. So export and lager, they are both here. And I would get 5 points. And this one only needs for export, but I only get 2 points. So for now, I think I'm going for this contract. So I'm not going to spend this, but anyway, the green area doesn't have anything. Sorry, we collected cards here. We need to slide them like so, up, up. And this one comes here. Okay, and so do I want to brew alt anyway? Do I want to brew alt anyway? Instead, I'm going to pay 3 coins, which is quite expensive, but that's the way it is if I want to start brewing beers. I'm going to pay 3 coins, and I will take this tile here and place it here. So this might have to push. I'll place it like that. And since I was the first one to build this, actually these are not in the right position because this one should be the first. As you can see, since I'm the first player, I get 1 victory point. So this actually comes here, and I see that the others are not well organized. Let me fix that quickly. I didn't really pay attention to that on the setup, so sorry about that. So yeah, I am going to get a victory point. So blue gets a victory point. And I'm able to discard this or this. I'm going to discard this part. So bye-bye, this one is done. And on top of that, I can move my beer token 1 to the right, which means now every time I come here, I can brew 2 beers. I can start brew 2 beers. All right, so blue did his thing. He just forgot to place it there. And I think I'll just put here number 1. Doesn't really matter. All right, now we go for green. Green is going to do what? So let's see the cards of green. Did I look at the right cards? Yes, I did. Okay, the cards of green. Okay, green has a very interesting one here. If he does the green area, which means he gets 1 barrel from the common supply, and he gets to put 1 barrel of the barrel storage to the cellar once the cards are activated. And he gets the immediate bonus here. Otherwise, so what are it's export and Stark as well, and the other 2 have no contract. What do we have there as not really interesting, because he's only here, so he could only take this one. Blue can take this and this one. Do I want to play any white part? No, not really. Do I want to get coins? Not really yet. But I might want to improve, because if I improve one of my workers, it means that another work will have to retire. And by retiring, they come here, in this part here, and they will get rid of one of these parts here, so we just get more space in the cellar. I think that's one thing that I want to do. And in order to do that, I need to come here. So I come here with my a number 1, and I pay 1 coin, and I get to place this here. At the end of the round, we know that the green will have to upgrade one of their workers. And that's it. Okay, we go back to red. So red is going as still his truck and his meeple number 1. What we did here, I could actually already try to produce this one more, but I might want to get rid of some things. So I have here the contract for alt. So I don't really need to get rid of more triangles and other beers, but I would lose it for this. So actually I want to play for the white part. All right, so I would come, for example, here, and I would play this card, but this card, I can use it here, like that. And so now it's activated. Each time I produce alt, I'll get 1 coin. So that's good. Now we go to blue, and blue still has his truck and his blue meeple. What is he going to do? Actually, what was that we were trying to do? He was trying to fulfill contracts. We got rid of the infrastructure there. So now it would be interesting to get rid of some triangles. And this is exactly what he's going to do, but he would stay without money. Ooh, okay. We need to be careful here, because we don't want him to be without money. So I am going to, I'm going to spend 1 coin, and I'm coming here, and I'll explain why I spend 1 coin. I'm coming here, I'll place it here, and since I spend 1 coin, I can move my cube once to the right, and I get to remove one of my triangles. And the triangles that I'm going to remove are either the export or the lager. I will start with lager, and one of the triangles is out. So now I can brew alt and lager. The cube advanced, which means that now when I place 1 wooden here, it means that instead of adding up 3, I would add up only 2, which makes it kind of is that my brewing process is getting more efficient, and I will lose less time into brewing this beer. All right, so blue played, that's why I spent money here, and now he doesn't have any money. Let's go for green. Green, what was the plan of green? What did we do? Last time we placed green, okay, it was to increment his guys. But I also should spend some money into upgrading my infrastructure, or should I go get, anyway, if I would go get a car there, the contracts that are there would still require me to get rid of that. So, but I cannot go there because it's already been done. Maybe I want to play a green area part, but I cannot do it there. So I don't have beer. I can still brew. I can see what happens. Let's come here, and I can only brew 1 beer, which is not a problem because I have it here. So I place it here. I look at my cube plus 3, so it comes to 6. Done. Okay, so green played. There is no bonus for green, and he didn't spend any money, didn't waste any cards. So we go back to red that has only his truck or this meeple or this meeple. And now it's where we might be starting to deciding the turn order of the next round. So here, what do I want to do? I don't have any contract for alt, but I'm going to be brewing alt. Do I also want to upgrade my guy? Yes, I actually want to upgrade my guy. But I don't have a worker in order to place here because the only one who I have is my truck. How can I do it? Well, I'm going to be last the next round because I'm going to place my meeple here, and if I pay 1, which I will, I get this worker here. So like that, I have another worker that I can use in the next turn. So red is done. We go for blue again. And blue needs to get rid of another triangle. How can it do that? Well, not by coming here, because he also have only the truck. The truck also doesn't have any option where he can get rid of a triangle, but there's this option here. So I can move my worker here. I get to turn once, which I don't have, which is a pity, but I get to remove 1 triangle. So let's remove this one. And that's it. We remove the triangle. So now I will be able to produce, start brewing these 2 beers because that's the location where I'm at there. All right, blue is done. Now we go for green. Green is going to upgrade one of his worker in the next round. What do I want to do? Green, it seems to me that green is the one that has the least strategy at the moment. He still has money. Do I want to play green part? Because green also only has a truck. I cannot deliver anything, so it doesn't really interest me to go deliver anything. And if I would have more than 3 cards, I would have to get rid of the extra cards that I have until I get only 3. I am not allowed to have more than 3 cards at the end of the round. So for now I have 3. I would like to play. I think I'm going to play. And in order to play, I need to it's a difficult one, huh? Because in a 4-player game, this is unlocked. 2 players can build. Now I'm blocked. I cannot go in there and build because only 1 meeple is allowed per location. If you have the infinity like this one, then you can build more. Yeah, okay, bon, I will come here to the green. And I am able to play a green card, so I am going to play this one. So I played like this. So this one goes underneath. I get the lamp. Next time I get to pick up some barrels, I get this one. I can only put 1 barrel down and I get to turn 3 times, which is a lot. So immediate reaction is to get a coin. So green gets a coin and that's it. We go back to red. Okay, we are still looking at the turn order here of the barrels. So red now has an extra worker. Does he want to use this extra worker? Does he want to spend some money? He cannot come here, so I think I'm going to come here. I'll spend 1 and I'll be able to upgrade my guy at the end of the round. So I'll place it here. Done. Now we go for blue. Blue has only his truck. Is he going to use the truck? He doesn't have money. Okay. He has still 3 cards. And if I would get more cards, I would not be able to play them. So, but he doesn't have money. If I come here, I only get 1. So better to come here. And here, as you can see, there's no infinity. So it means that I'll be the one alone here. So let's do that. And I get 2 coins. All right, we go back to green. Green only has the truck. He already placed here, but he still has this one. So do I want to place the truck first? I think it's the best thing to do. But I will not place it here because I don't want to fulfill a contract. I also don't want to place it here because it's a bit of waste. I have 2 cards, so maybe I would come here. I get 1 coin because I am the first one to place my truck here, and I am going to get to choose this action, this bonus, which is to collect a card. So I can either collect from there or from the pile. Do I want that one? Because this contract asks for export and Stark. Yeah, I'll go for this one. All right. So we push everything back to the left. Like so. Like that. All right. And I put my truck. So now we go back to red. Red can still place the truck. I will not fulfill any contract because, yeah, I have these 2 cards, but I cannot fulfill them. So I could come here again because it's infinite. I could come here, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to get a coin because I'm not the first one, but I am going to get, I played also cards. Do I want to? No, I'm going to put 1 barrel into my cellar, like that. Okay, then we go to blue. Blue doesn't have anything else he can play, but he can still do this. Now the question is, does blue want more money? Does he get 3 cards? No, because he already has 3 here and he will not be able to play them. So I think the most interesting might be to come to the truck, and he gets this truck. And that's it. He will be the first one in the next turn, in the next round. Green. Green has this action here, so I can do this. I can turn my alt once, and I can remove one of these. I have a contract here for Weizen, and another one for export and Stark. What is the advantage of this one is that I can brew. I don't need to wait for one to be completed in order to brew the other one. So maybe, but Stark is here. It's a very annoying one. Well, I go for the ways, and so I'm going to remove this triangle, and that's it. And then finally, red, red can do this one as well, so we'll turn this one up like that, and can remove 1 triangle. I am going to remove export. Export is here upstairs. It's not a lot. What comes next? Not very interesting, to be honest, but mainly from there's quite a good mix. Okay, I am going to remove then export. Voila. All right, so now we go back to blue. Blue can still play the truck, and he will come also here, and he will get maybe a card. No, he will get a barrel down. Then we go to green. Green cannot do anything else because he already played everything, and red is also not able to do anything. Blue is also not able to do anything. So we got to the end of the round. End of the round, we are going now to do this step by step. So first, we are going to, per beer, it's not pro beer is in German, but per beer we we turn once the dial. So for example, let's start with red. It turns once. The next one in line is blue, but blue doesn't have anything. And then we have green, he also turns once. Okay, we don't have here anybody, so there's no extra turns. We recover everything from the board, so blue recovers his meeples, green, as well, red as well. And now these ones come back here, this one comes back here, and now we define the turn order. So the first one will be blue, and the second one will be red. And now we place them here, here, and here. Everything is cleaned up. Now we are going to remove this last card, so this will be the discard pile, and we push everything here. Like so. There we go. Sorry, forgot about this step. We get, so red and green get to increase one of their workers. So let's start with red. I am going to increase, of course, my 2 to 3. So this one is going to be retired. I'll put it here, and I get 3. I place it here, so I get to do this. Here it's number 1, and since I'm increasing from 2 to 3, I need to place it either in 2 or this one. Which one am I going to do? I am going to do this one because I get to advance my cube, and I remove this one from here. So that's done. So I get more space in my cellar. Green, I'm going to do the same thing, or am I? I am going to increase 1. So 1 will come here, I get a 2. It comes here. And 1 by coming here, I get to move my beer here, so I get to brew 2 beers, and I get to increase my income at the end of the turn. And 1 stays there, this is removed from the game. Alright, and blue didn't have anything. Now we come here, that's why it's important to check this, because now red and blue don't get anything, but green gets 1 coin, and actually is the one that has the most coin right now. And that's it. We go for the next round. Now we are going to try to do it even faster. I will explain only the new things because this is already a long video, but let's try to go even faster on this. So the first player now is blue, green, red. So it's like that. It's going to be easier to memorize. Blue, let's see the cards that we have, the contracts that we can fulfill. We have here 1 for export. We don't have anything else. And I don't have any contract there on those 2 cards in order to go get those. So it doesn't really matter to me. I think I'm going to start brewing some beer on export. So blue is going to brew. I am going to brew, and I can do 2. So I'm coming here. I am going to brew 2 beers, which is going to be alt and export. And now we have to add to alt plus 2, so it comes to 5. And to export, same thing, 5. Why I am able to brew 2? Because I'm in this position. On top of that, 4 plus 2 equals 6, so I get to do 1 of the bonus. Sorry, I didn't collect this one, this needs to come back. And I'm coming here. And so which bonus do I want to do? Maybe I want to play a green card. And I think it's what I'm going to do. I am going to play the green card like this. And this will allow me the next time to turn 3 times. But I get the immediate bonus to turn it twice. So I am going to do that, and I'm going to turn twice the export, so goes back to 3. Okay, we did the first turn of blue. We go now for green, green. We have here 3 cards. I have here contract for Wazen, and I have a lot of money. I'm not even going to think too much. I am going immediately to come here. I'm going to spend 3 coins. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to buy one of these parts because I want to get rid of this or of this. Which ones allow me to do that? This one and this one. This one would allow me to turn 3 times. This one would allow me to increase my beer, which is I'm already in position 2. So I think I'm going to pick up this one. I'm going to place it here. I am the first one, even though the icon is not here, but I am the first one to build this thing. So I will increase and get 1 victory point. And now I get to get rid of one of these. There you go, out of the game. And I get to turn 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. I have my alt almost brewed. Okay, we go to red. Red. What am I going to do? Sorry, this needs to come back as well. Okay, red. I can go for export, but I need to get rid of this infrastructure, so forget about fulfilling contracts. There I don't have any contract that is interesting. Do I have a white part that might be interesting? Perform once blue, no. Discard an alt, then take 1 export or 1 pills. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, but it's not yet interesting for me. Well, let's do some investment. I am going to come here. I'm going to pay 1, and I'm going to move my cube once. So, as you can see here, I immediately get to increase my income track. And I am going to get rid of 1 triangle. We get to get rid of 1 triangle. Well, better to remove from here since I am going to need for this one. Okay, that's it. And I have a bonus because 3 plus 3 equals 6. So I also come here and I get to turn my, I get to turn my alt twice. So why not? Do I want to do that? I could get rid of another triangle. Or I could get another coin. No, I am going to, I'm going to turn this twice. So I turn twice, my alt is completed, is brewed. So I get one of these that comes in one of these. There you go, I have alt in the cellar. All right, so red played, did the bonus. We go for blue again. I have here export and also I might want to try to turn the dials of export, but I need lagger as well. I cannot come here because here it's only 1 person that can come here. There's no other location here where I can do that unless I remove a triangle. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Yes, so I come here. Do I want to pay 1 to do both? I might need the money. I might need the money. Yes, I might need the money. But not now. So yes, I'm going to spend to move my cube, so I also get up in the income track, and I'm going to get rid of a triangle. What was the triangle that we wanted to get rid? I forgot. It was this one. Yeah, There you go. Green. Weizen. We should start brewing some Weizen. So I'm going to do that. Going to come here. Green can brew 2 of them, but for now the only spot that I have is Weizen. So we are going to place it here, plus 3 goes to 6. There you go. And why am I doing that? Because, well, I have a contract that I can fulfill to do that. So let's see if we keep on that contract. And I did place it there. So 2 plus 3 equals 5, no bonus for it. Now we go to red. Red has 1 worker and 1 truck. All right. Do I want to waste all my money? All right, let's do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to spend this and I get to upgrade my worker at the end of the round. We go back to blue. Does blue want to use the truck? Well, yes, he wants to come here and to get 2 coins because he's low on cash. Okay, we go to green. Green only has the truck, but also has the worker there and here. And here I'll be able to turn it anyway. So I think what I'm going to do, because I still have money, how many cards I have? I have 3 cards. Not going to be able to play more cards. Do I have any white? No, I need to pay. So I don't really want cards. But if I produce, I need barrels here. So I actually go here. I get 1 coin because I'm the first one to come here. And I get to put 1 barrel down into my cellar. It could be also here, doesn't really matter. All right, green did play. Now we go for red. Red has still a truck, but I have no beer. So where do I want to? And I have no money. And I forgot this. Each time you brew alt, you take 1 coin. So I should have got 1 coin because I brew alt. Okay. So might want to get rid of triangles. But I don't have beer. Oh, it's annoying because I didn't want to waste that. Cannot brew. Well. I can always go. Yes. Oh, I'm going to be the last again. Okay, I come here and I collect. Yeah, perfect. I need to pay 1. There you go, and I have this one. Top. Okay, blue. Oh no, red messed up my plans. Oh yeah, I'm so sorry, man. What does blue want? Does he want to have a card? Well, a card would not be so bad. I think that's what I'm going to get. So we are going to come here and he is going to get a card and choose this one or this one. Discard alt and perform up to, wow! Oh yeah, I'm going to get this one. Okay. I am going to get this one. Because wow, that's a lot. All right, so this moves here. By the way, in the card it said that I get to move up to 8. So if I discard an alt, I get to perform up to 8 rotations in a beer that I have on my board, which is very good. Okay, blue played. Now we go for green. Green, what is going to do? Well, basically blue took my place, so I'm going for the truck. So I get the truck. And now red is going to do what? I am going to do this. So I get to play a white part, which is this one. Discard one alt and take one export or one pills. I want actually an export because I'm not able yet to produce them. Subsequently, draw one card. Okay, I will believe in destiny and take one from here. Not bad, not bad. This one is discarded. But since it's a starting card, I will just keep it here aside so that I don't mix it with the others. Okay, red played. Now we go back to blue. Blue has anything to do? Yes, he can do still this or this. What are the contracts here? Lager. Aha. I can start brewing only one, so that's what I'm going to do. So 4 plus 2 equals 6. Good. We have 3 beers ongoing for blue. Not bad. And that will be probably his last action. Now we go for green. Green is the same. He also has a truck. I think I'm also going for the truck, but I cannot fulfill anything. So I'll probably come here. Yes, so I'll just come here and I get another barrel here. Okay, now red can still place the truck. Can I fulfill here? Oh yes, I can. All right, so I'm coming here. I get to, since I'm the first one, I get to pull one barrel down. And I'm going to fulfill the contract. That's what is here. I need an export, which I have. I need to get rid of a barrel, which I have. So I'll get those back here. And I get 2 coins and 2 victory points. And this card is discarded as well. And we fulfill the first contract with red. We go back to blue. Blue cannot do anything, so it's going to pass. We go to green. Green cannot do anything. No, it can. It can still do this. So it's going to do that. It's going to rotate this one. And I'm going to get rid of this one. Like that. Okay, red can still do this one. Even though he doesn't have anything to rotate, but he can get rid of a triangle. So I'm going to get rid of this one. Okay, so this one cannot do anything. This one cannot do anything. This one cannot do anything. End of the round. So we do the first. So per beer, we go for by turn order. Turn once. So per beer, I have export. I turn once. Lager, I turn once. Alt, I turn once. Then we don't have anything here. We get to recover everything. So we recover this guys here. Up, 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 and up, up. There we go. And we saw the turn order, so it's the same. So it comes back here. And this guy comes here, and this guy comes here. And this is put back here and here. There we go. Then only red is going to be able to upgrade one of his workers, and I'm going to upgrade one. So one comes here by 2. There we go. One comes here. I get to increase my beer here, and I get to increase my income. There we go. Now we get rid of one card here. Everybody needs to check their cards. I have 3 here, and this one has 3 as well, so nobody needs to get rid. And we get rid of one card here. That comes to the discard. Everything moves to the left. To the left, to the left. Okay, and now we go for the income. So red gets 2, blue and green gets 1 each. So that's it, guys. This was the playthrough that I wanted to show you. As you can see, we played 2 rounds and we are still quite in the beginning. Of course, that since when you start moving forward by developing your infrastructure and be able to have multiple beers at the same time together and triggering these chain reactions that you have on your cards, you'll be able to move way more faster. Delivering the beers will also give you victory points if you respect the contracts, so this will start to move faster. And that's what makes this game engaging. So that was for the overview, and now I want to give you my thoughts about the game. So, like I said in the beginning of the video, this was a game that was released in Essen, and the fact that it was all in German and the table presence, as you can see, it's a lot, almost doesn't fit in the video that we are seeing here. I was not interested, but when we played this 4-player game, and the rules were explained to me, I didn't have to read the rule book, and the rules were explained to me, I never had to go check the rule book once. Everything is clear, everything, you look at the iconography, it's clear, you know, and the way that you can do the actions, you just need to place workers either here or here or here, or the truck here. It's super intuitive, I find. So in terms of worker placement, it's one of the best worker placements that I played up until today, to be honest. I really enjoyed. I immediately bought it, and I have some problems with it. So the first one is German. I mean, come on, this game is awesome. Oh, there's no English. I mean, you can, this is not my copy because it's a copy of a friend of mine, that he had the work of go to BGG and get the translations of the cards. He printed out. So if I take it out here, as you can see, we have the German just behind. So he printed out and he put everything together. That's a lot of work, and that's why we see here. But the game is in German. If you want to have the English version, you need to go to BGG, or I think it's BGG, or even the website, and print the English version. The same for the rule book. You might be lucky if you contact them; they might still have some English rule books from Essen. But yeah, I don't know if they are going to produce more or not. In terms of duration, like I said, it can last long. The 4-player game lasts for 3 hours, but the interaction between players, and the tightness in the game, there's always something missing for you to make the perfect move, and it's awesome. I love it. I really like when a game is like pushing me to, like to make a decision. Like if I do this, I cannot do this in the next round, and I'm not able to upgrade this part, so I might have to change my way to do something in order to achieve the same goal. And even though it was 3 hours, we didn't see the time passing. This was something that we all discussed at the end of the game, and everybody was like, "Whoa, it's already 1 in the morning." It was so engaging, and even when other players are playing, you are already thinking about what we are going to do, because there's so many possibilities, and you are thinking, okay, I'm going to try to do this sequence of actions and hope that the others don't try to do something similar. And this is a game that you cannot really like copy what others are doing, because there's limited spots on the board for you to be able to put your meeples, and the cards, the contracts that you get, which is what gives you more points, some of them 5 victory points, are different. So you are going to be forced to unlock different areas on your board that others might not even touch, you see. So for example, in my previous game, I only needed this part to be unlocked. I never unlocked this, and I never increased the barrel storage, because I didn't need. And so I was able to fulfill contracts because I was lucky in the cars that were coming out in the market, that only with the 2 types of beers that I had, I was able to fulfill them and the others didn't. So by my description, you guys clearly see that I love this game. This game is probably one of my favorite games of all time. I honestly think that this might be the game of Essen. And I didn't play it at Essen, but really, I really had a good time. It's a game that even now, to learn, to be sure of the rules for the video, I went through the rule book, and when I was reading the rules, I was like excited to just finish the rule book and start playing. And that shows a lot. And the rule book in English is very well written. It's not confusing at all. It has 30 pages, which can be very scary. But the game is not that difficult. If you get it explained by someone, or after you play it once or twice, you'll maybe once or twice rounds, you know it. There's nothing else to add. The only thing that is different is the cards that will have maybe different bonuses, and you might do, that's the only new thing. But I don't think you will have the need to go check a lot of times the rule book. So overall, I really love this game. It's a really good worker placement. The art, I love this type of art. One of my favorite board games of all time is Trois. Some people don't like the artwork. I love the artwork of Trois. Some might say that this cover is like, what the hell? But this is the kind of not pretty of the, like, I don't want to call it ugliness, but it's the kind of ugliness that make classics. There is a lot of games that are classics that the cover is considered ugly. I actually find it charming. I don't find it ugly at all. But yeah, there was so much more that I could not show you, like to build the extra extensions to in here that allows you to get even more bonuses, to increase the cube so that you get to unlock even more things. There's a lot of things going on, a lot of possibilities, and that is my review of the game. I love it, and I truly believe that you should go and grab a copy, print those files, and put it on like my friend did, because it's worth it. It's really worth it. So yeah, guys, that's it. I don't know, let me know in the comments if you heard about this game in Essen and if you are curious about it. I think the video will be quite long because this is a long game, but to be honest, I'm happy that I recorded because it was very, very hard to put everything so that you guys are able to see. So now I'm going just to wipe it up and set up the next game. That was it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave me a comment, leave a like, subscribe. Go check my Instagram because there is, at the moment of this video, that I published this video, there might be 2 giveaways. One that I'm doing with Board Games Daddy, and one that I'm doing due to my 2-year Instagram anniversary, and because I got to 1K on Instagram. So follow me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. You can find me in all of those, Facebook as well. So that's it, guys. Thank you, and see you in the next one.